Acts chapter 9 this morning really had me on one, and I have to share it with you. Chapter 9 is talking about the Apostle Paul when Paul was still persecuting Christians. This is Paul getting converted on the road to Damascus. Luke writes, "Then Saul, still breathing threats and murder against the disciples of the Lord, as he journeyed, he came near Damascus. Suddenly a light shone around him from heaven. He fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to him, 'Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?' He said, 'Who are you, Lord?' Then the Lord said to him, 'I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting.' So he, trembling and astonished, said, 'Lord, what do you want me to do?' And the Lord said to him, 'Arise and go into the city.'" Acts chapter 9 now introduces Ananias, the guy who ends up baptizing Paul. "Now there was a certain disciple at Damascus named Ananias, and to him the Lord said, 'Arise and inquire for one called Saul of Tarsus.'" But Ananias is a little hesitant about this. "Lord, I have heard from many about this man. How much harm has he done to your saints in Jerusalem?" This is the cool part. "But the Lord said to him, 'Go, for he is a chosen vessel of mine.'" This is God qualifying the unqualified. God is using Saul, who has been persecuting, threatening, imprisoning, and murdering people for spreading the gospel, to spread his gospel, to write a bunch of the books that we are now studying and reading 2,000 years later. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the ones he calls. Even a disciple of the Lord had to ask God, "Lord, are you sure?" God says, "Go, for he is a chosen vessel of mine." God specifically singled out, chose Saul. Verse 19, "Immediately he preached the Christ. Then all who heard were amazed and said, 'Is this not he who destroyed those who called on this name in Jerusalem?' But Saul increased all the more in strength, proving that Jesus is the Christ." The message I'm getting from this scripture this morning is, do not worry if you feel qualified or not. God's not going to call the qualified. He will qualify you if he calls you.